About 10 years ago, I was working as a producer slash editor for a company in Los Angeles. And although I had been at that job for many years and was doing what I thought was really good work, and the company overall really liked me, and I got along with everyone, one day I got a call from my manager that he would have to demote me and decrease my salary by $10,000 a year. As a 20-some-odd-year-old single dude living in Los Angeles, losing $10,000 a year really hurt, and it was a little demoralizing, and I really didn't know how to handle the situation. I bring that up because there's going to be many times in your life, like the one example that I brought up earlier, where you're going to be hit with some adversity that is out of your hands completely 100%. And it is up to you how you're going to deal with that. Now, I bring all of this up because a lot of us can fall into this trap of blaming everything but ourselves, right? Like, oh, they're so dumb, they don't know what they have in me. They're the idiots for firing me, or they're the idiots for moving on from me, or they're the idiots for not giving me that promotion, or not giving me that opportunity that I worked so hard to get. They're the ones making the mistake. There's nothing wrong with me. And while I agree that having that mentality is good to keep your self-confidence up and to keep pushing forward, it's also a sign for you to take a look at yourself and see what is the outside world, what are the higher ups, what are the people that are in charge of whether or not you get a promotion, whether or not you get hired, whether or not you get demoted and or fired, are seeing in you. And what are those things that you can do to improve upon yourself? You know, in a moment of weakness one time, I had a conversation with a manager where I said to them bluntly, and I'm embarrassed by it now, I know everything, there's nothing else for me to learn. I am the person in this position, and if you don't see that, then let me go. And that manager, God bless them, looked at me in the eye and said, I'm telling you this as a friend, not as a manager, but don't ever say that again. Because nobody knows everything. Nobody does. Look at the world of social media. A year ago, where was TikTok? A year and a half ago, where was TikTok? It was nowhere. Instagram was the platform to use. Instagram was the place to be. And now Instagram is hiding in the shadows of TikTok and how well TikTok is doing. Look at streaming services. 5 years ago, who would have envisioned that Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, Paramount Plus, and all the other Plus networks, HBO Max, etc., would be the focus and attention of these movie and television studios. The most important lesson that I've learned in all of this is that you need to adapt to change. That you need to adapt to not only change, but also the feedback that is being given to you. Don't take it personally. Just look at that feedback as constructive criticism, what it is that you can do to improve upon yourself, to be a better version of yourself. Being able to adapt to change has been the secret to my longevity. I may push back every now and then and give my 2 cents and think, is this the right direction for us to go in? But at the end of the day, I understand where the change is coming from and I adapt to it, whether it's in the professional environment, the corporate environment, or even in the personal environment with your friends. If your friends are giving you feedback of, hey man, it'd be great if you did less of this. Like, you're an awesome dude, but man, sometimes you go too crazy with this. Don't take that as someone just complaining. Take that as constructive criticism. See where that person is coming from. See if you agree, and then from within, see if you want to make that change to become a better version of yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a little bit of a ramble, but I just wanted to get that off of my mind because sometimes we can look at failure, we can look at losing $10,000 a year as I'm screwed. This person screwed me over. I never want to work with this person again. Just a spoiler alert, the person that did that to me, that demoted me $10,000, even though I don't work for them today, is still a good friend of mine. I've still done projects for that person on the side. We've still maintained our relationship. I have nothing but respect for that person, and that person has nothing but respect for me. And just to turn it around a little bit, I eventually found another way to get my $10,000 back anyways. I maybe deserved that demotion, but all I did was light a fire under my ass to become better and to work harder and to be a better version of myself. I challenge you to do the exact same thing. If diversity hits you in the face, if life throws something at you that was totally unexpected, find a way to make it work for you. Don't just sit there and sulk and be like, oh, woe is me, why is this happening to me? Find a way to make it work for you, and I promise you, at the end of the day, you'll be better off for it. My name is Amir Kostovan. Go check out all my links in the description below. Consider subscribing for more content, productivity, music, life, etc. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.